Let's continue from the previous video. Let's gonna discuss about the Oracle database. Oracle database is consist of the three files, which is three main files, which is data file, log file, redo log file, and redo log file and control file. First, what is the working of data file? Data file is actually contain the actual data. It contains the actual data. Then redo log file is contain the any changes we made in our processes or in our files, and it is used to recover the data because it has redo. Then we have the control file. Control file is used to maintain all the working or maintain the database, or it contains information which is necessary to maintain and verify the database integrity. Further, we have three types of the files, which is parameter file, password file, and archive file, archive log file. First is parameter file. Parameter file, which defines the characteristics of an Oracle instance. For example, what is the parameter, the size of the memory, and all that. Password file is contain all the passwords and the privileges which are used by the user, or when it shut down the Oracle server. Next, we have the archive log file. Archive log file, it contains the duplication or the offline copies of the redo log file. Next, we have the physical structure. As you know, we have two types of structure: physical structure and logical structure. In logical structure, it consists of the logics, and in physical structures, it consists of the database indexes, tables, and database integrity, and it consists of that control file, data file, and redo log file. These all are under the physical structure. Other we have other key files that exist and are required to start up and use the database. For example, parameter file, configuration file, and password file that we have discussed. What is memory structure in a database? In memory structure, we have the SGA and PGA. SGA stands for system or shared global area, and PGA stands for program global area. What is SGA? SGA is located at the that we have discussed further. I have told you that it is allocated at the instance startup. When the instance starts, SGA starts and the background process starts, and it's fundamental component of the Oracle's instance. Next, program global area is allocated when the server process is started. Now let's discuss about the detailed information about the SGA. SGA is the system global area, which consists of the library cache, data dictionary cache, shared pool. In shared pool, we have library cache and data dictionary cache, and we have in mainly we have SGA. We have redo log buffer cache and database buffer cache. It also has others, which is a lock and patch, which is not important. Next, we have also two optional memory structures that can configured within the SGA, which are the large pool and Java pool. First of all, what is SGA? SGA, also called the shared global area. It's store the database information. It store the database information and for an Oracle server allocated in the virtual memory of the computer where Oracle resides. For the sizing of the SGA, we have the command, which is we have command which have SGA underscore maximum max underscore size. Also, we have two types of SGA, or we can also that it's a two optional memory structure, which is a dynamic SGA and static SGA. In static SGA, the size is mentioned in parameter file, and the when SGA creates, so that different memory structures create and load data, and when the new data comes, then the space is not available, so that your transaction is pending. But in dynamic, it is auto extend, and it allocate the dynamically. So for example, we have 1 GB reserve and 1 GB is reserved, and give it to the 500 MB SGA, so it can take more memory, so by taking the more space. In static, we have the size, we specify the size, and SGA cannot exceed it. But in dynamic, the size can exceed the memory. In a static, we have the memory is under control. In dynamic, its disadvantage is that if it consumes all the system memory, so that system which consider for other operation, they are lost. And all operations are lost. So that is a disadvantage. Next, we have dynamic SGA. Before setting the size, we perform the analyzation that what size of the memory we needed. Then we do not if we do not specify the limits, we have the sufficient resources which we can allocate. For example, like banking transaction, we make SGA dynamic. So we mention whether SGA is the static or dynamic in parameter file, and the size of the SGA is considered or allocated by the SGA underscore maximum underscore size, which allocate the value, and we can change it according to the static or dynamic. Like we have as we have to save that access or the server by using the Oracle by using the Oracle tools. Next we have the db cache buffer. Cache size, cache is size of the cache, which is standard blocks. Log buffer is the redo log buffer cache. Shade pool size is the shade sql or pl commands. Next we have the large pool cache, is the size of the large pool, which is defaultly set as 0. Next we have also the allocation of unit of allocation. Unit of allocation is granules. Granules is the unit we use for the allocation of the SG memory. It has two options. First, only size mentions, which we can utilize, and also the size SGA size, buffer cache, data virtualization cache, and all that. So its maximum size is 4 MB if estimated. The SG size is 128 MB, so 16 MB otherwise. The components are gradation according to the based on granules boundary. Actually, granules are the units. So that's for it today. Let's discuss the shade pool in the next video.